Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Raging Cajuns will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Hands it off. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Finds his man, it's Bell. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. first down here for the offense. They'll try the right side. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented and he'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with the dub.
And what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And it's a great job with the play fake there. 4th down, you're going with the bootleg, so you got to sell run. You see all those defenders thinking the running back has it. Once the quarterback's out on the perimeter, he's got a lot of space and time to find his open receiver to pick up that first down.
And the Raging Cajuns have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The give to the tailback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Raging Cajuns will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dogs.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He'll take it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The play action fake. He's right on target. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the 16-play drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Ross. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down, 10 yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back can get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go with a quick touch pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The Rams are threatening in the red zone. Off play action. Flips it out to the back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They'll try to run for it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Rams have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Quarterback will audible. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And they'll knock him down.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Third and goal from way back there. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rams will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
On second down, looking to throw. Extending the play. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Using the quick game. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane, and you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
On second down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. He's got his man. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll go to the toss. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
In the red area, it's Robertson. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oklahoma is in trouble. You could bring back any of the Heisman winners they've had here, Bradford or Mayfield or Murray. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 21 to San Diego State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating, man. You got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Quick handoff. Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over.
And they got him for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
This is a 3rd and long. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun, running back on the move. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Rams will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Try to get it to the edge. At the 45, on his way. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. Out of the gun to give to the back. The Raging Cajuns get enough to move the chains.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Raging Cajuns getting set on 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 15 to Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He wants to pass it on second down. Looking to scramble. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Rams want to pick up the tempo.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Colorado State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Well, if the momentum hasn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. When we get in the guts of a season and you start evaluating who can win a championship, it's performances like this. Big-time passing attack that's been almost unstoppable in this top-5 showdown.
It's hard to imagine winning a championship, Reese, without having that dude at quarterback. And proving it in a top-5 matchup in the middle of the season, it is a big deal for this offense. I look for them to continue to grow. And, Jesse, they're going to be a problem.
They're going to be a huge problem because they've got matchup problems all over the field, Dave. It's not just the quarterback, but you look out wide, they've had guys winning one-on-one all game long in this one. The lower-ranked team, they are by far the better team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The Raging Cajuns enter the final minute with the lead. quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly...